You believe you're surrounded by smart people, supportive people, thoughtful, open, emotionally intelligent people. You smile at their comments, nod at their opinions, share their quotes, repost their affirmations. But let me ask you something. When was the last time someone close to you truly challenged the way you think? If your answer is never, I want to welcome you to a place that might feel strange at first. Reality. This is the quiet way. And today, we're tearing off the comfortable mask of validation that's been keeping you mentally numb and calling it support. Let's begin with a simple truth. Humans are social creatures, but they're also validation addicts. We crave agreement like sugar. It tastes good, but doesn't feed anything meaningful. The digital age handed us the ultimate drug, an algorithm that surrounds you with people who look, talk, post, and think just like you. It's called a personalized feed. But in real terms, a digital womb. Warm, padded, full of hearts and likes, and absolutely intellectually sterile. You begin to think your ideas are universal, your beliefs untouchable, your view of the world evolved. But what's actually happening is this. You're hearing your own thoughts bounce back to you, amplified in familiar voices. That's not community. That's reinforcement. And it feels good, like being hugged by 1,000 versions of yourself. But here's the problem. No one grows in a womb. They grow when they leave it. Let's get uncomfortable for a moment. You think your inner circle is strong. But if you say something unpopular, speak an idea different from the group consensus, show interest in something no one else finds relevant, do they listen? Or do they freeze? Turn away? Go silent? Most people don't have a support system. They have a compliance system. People who stick around as long as you stay aligned. And so, you fold yourself into what's acceptable, respectable, applaudable. Your growth flattens to fit the box. Your ideas get trimmed for let's not make this awkward situations. And your potential becomes tragically agreeable. If everyone in your circle always agrees with you, you're not being supported. You're being softened. Let's talk specifics. You avoid sharing thoughts you question yourself, because no one around you knows how to disagree gracefully. You subconsciously filter what you consume, not by quality, but by familiarity. You find yourself nodding at opinions you don't fully buy into, just to maintain the peace. Agreement is not peace. It's often silence pretending to be unity. And the worst part? You feel intelligent. You feel informed. You feel understood. But what you actually are is culturally sedated. You've probably heard the phrase, if you're the best at the table, you should move to another table. Well, it's just a phrase, and while it's not an absolute truth for every situation, it carries an important lesson. If you seek to evolve, you need to prepare for one thing, a change in your circle of people. Naturally, you will begin to be different from your peers, who were previously like you. From your old version. Now, seeking to evolve, you begin to resemble people different from your previous circle. It's important, then, not to limit this. Many people begin a process of evolution and receive negative messages in return from the people they interact with. Messages like, "You're different. Wow, how you've changed." Or, "It seems you've forgotten about us." These messages carry a demand. You dare to evolve. And these people liked you in your stagnant version. It's common for people accustomed to nightclubs, parties, and drinks to simply lose friends after adopting a routine of exercise, healthy eating, studies, and sports. It's natural. Feeling trapped by the pressure of your social circle is a form of self-sabotage that hinders your progress. When choosing change, you need to understand that other people are not obligated to follow the same path as you, nor are you obligated to follow the same path as them. Both are free. Naturally, you will differentiate yourself, and this will lead to estrangement. But if you seek growth, don't stop. Don't submit to your environment. You will naturally find other people who have chosen the same path as you. A reunion can also happen someday. After separation, the person who distanced themselves from you may, from a different point of view, choose the same path as you, and then you may meet again at a new time with a new goal. Remember that just because someone loves you doesn't mean that person can't hurt you. The people who can hurt us the most are those closest to us. Therefore, it is essential to build healthy relationships with well-defined boundaries so that when you decide to change, you do so without drama or guilt. Those who don't want this type of relationship usually want you to live a turbulent life, full of problems and under someone else's control. Live your own life. You can't live someone else's life. Bronnie Ware cared for people with terminal illnesses and wrote a book about the 5 main regrets of those nearing the end of their lives. Among these regrets is having lived the life others expected of them, not the life they truly wanted. Be true to yourself. Believe me, giving in to external pressure is a very high price to pay. Here's the metaphor. Imagine going to the gym, but you only lift the 5-pound dumbbells because everyone around you says, "That's good enough." And so, you never sweat. You never challenge your muscles. You never shake. That's your current intellectual environment. Nice pump, bro. But your brain hasn't grown in years. Here's the truth you were hoping I wouldn't say. You want to grow. You're going to have to get uncomfortable. You're going to have to let people disagree with you without defending yourself immediately. You're going to need to read things that upset you without instantly labeling them as toxic. You're going to need to invite friction, the kind that sharpens, not destroys. And that means doing something radical, leaving the mental comfort zone of your well-designed, totally predictable circle, because the brain doesn't grow through affirmation. It grows through tension, through pause, through honest, ego-free reevaluation. That means listening to someone with opposing values, not to fight, but to understand their structure of thinking. Saying, "I might be wrong," and actually exploring that. Reading books from people you disagree with, and finding what you disagree with, and why. Not everything is a battlefield. Some things are just mirrors you've been avoiding. Growth doesn't begin when someone repeats your thoughts back to you. It begins when someone exposes the holes in what you thought was solid. You came looking for insight, maybe for approval. Instead, you got an invitation to leave the circle, to risk isolation in exchange for clarity, to allow truth to replace comfort. The Stoics didn't seek agreement. They sought reality. They sought character, not consensus. You don't need more friends who clap at your every post. You need allies of integrity, people who challenge you, question you, sharpen you. That's not criticism. That's craftsmanship. Before this day ends, do one of the following. Start a conversation with someone who disagrees with you. Ask, don't argue. Read an opinion piece or book from the other side. Audit your closest 5 voices. What ideas do they repeat? What are they afraid to say? And most of all, welcome discomfort. That's the sound of real strength being formed. This is the quiet way, where comfort is questioned, where peace is practiced, and where truth always comes before applause. If this made you uncomfortable, good. That was the point. But if it made you grow, then subscribe. You're ready for the next step.